Still rude. Hold on. Let me do this play, and then I'll give you an answer. I will be there both Friday and Saturday already with my new siblings, and so I could probably do like the Tuesday or Wednesday. I mean, I'll also be there, like. I need to ask what, because I didn't buy, like, I'm there.
I'm having a stroke. Guys, if I go quiet, Callie came home with a migraine, and so I'm trying to be quiet.
I was say, yeah, she's not feeling good, huh? She's going straight to the bathroom.
Bank Stadium near the in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good
because that was the conversation that they had on the phone together.
The holiday season is upon
Well,
us.
yeah, she's going to get in the hot shower.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Yeah, she is. But, yeah, Antonia.
Rager? I hardly know her.
Whoa, okay, that's really close to me. Be careful. Yeah. Yep. Do the first. Yeah.
They go play action now. Jackson. It'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games.
I'm sorry for being an inconvenience.
No, she's
action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's putted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
I haven't either. I forgot about this.
It's Devin Duvernay.
Wow.
He will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Not Doug.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Ravens at 4-10 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Jet sweep. Here's Bateman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their
Why would you do that?
And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed now.
Narrate. And Carter was never seen again.
Well, they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Okay.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that.
I'm pretty sure that actually by the end of the day tomorrow, we'll have basically everything planned out. Even if it's not universal, because it's definitely not going to be my last time there within the next year. We could even just do like top golf or go golf. So.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
What? How'd that go through his hands? I hate this game.
Dobbins. Touchdown, Baltimore. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
We played a bunch of game modes. We played the normal
you get devastated. That's okay. It just happened here. Because nothing that we were doing worked harder to get to the end zone. And that's a nice confidence-building drive. One that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I'm pretty sure that's what they called it. I'm not sure.
Oh, what? I missed it? Damn it. So close.
And then yeah, we played some like virtual courses and messed around.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson.
It's like, man, my friends have been looking for a video just like this.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I will. I'm excited.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49.
Wait, why do you have pictures of me?
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because
what
the defense
pictures do you have?
Pictures of you. Pictures of me.
It can turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Yeah, Kayla, stick up for me. Yeah. Whoa. Uncalled for.
The offensive line, apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week.
You know what you did. No, I only sing songs about Vincent's mom.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Doug singing a depressing song is something that comes out of my mouth at least like 50 times a day.
Call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Scrolling through TikTok and they pop up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has helped them back.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I never do that.
By improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
No! Dawson Knox!
Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing
I don't know. What are you talking about?
On the spot.
What are you talking about?
Almost every snap. If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was
free, well, I'm not singing though. That's the thing.
In last week's game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense.
Damn it!
Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that.
I still don't know what you're talking about. Liar. Liar.
This is fielded at the 27.
Liar.
And he'll be out of bounds It's right at the 40.
Liar. Did you at least like him?
That time of about 14 yards. First and 10. About set to begin their next drive.
I love how she has to go back to find the last one that she likes.
Got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive.
Yeah, I do. When I'm super not 6'3".
First down for the Falcons.
5'10". On a good day.
After 1-7.
Yeah, he gives off 5'2" vibes. What the hell was that? Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. First and 10, it's Patterson. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Falcons. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
She sucks.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
I don't know, honestly. Who are we talking about?
Charmed.
So
Oh, yeah, no, she does suck, actually, like, for real. Yeah, no, I don't like her. Yeah, no, I don't like her. I don't like her vibe.
She's a very negative person.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line.
Yeah.
I did.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's
11. It's pretty fucking creepy.
I like that.
Yeah, it's very freaky. Some of the scary parts, some of the scary parts are a little predictable, but
okay, well, thanks for giving that away.
What is that? How is that a giveaway?
Because I'm gonna be trying to predict everything the whole time now, and I'll make random ass predictions that won't make any sense.
I'm really sorry, Doug.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Wait,
so they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Damn it. I wish my players could more.
His throw incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle,
man, I wish this guy still had
to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 22.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Did any of you guys listen to that podcast that I was on?
The running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Big tackle for loss by D'Angelo Malone. Just an excellent play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there.
I drink a lot of caffeine.
I don't think it's all
a lot of caffeine.
His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Yeah.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
What the hell kind of question is that?
Size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
I'm just kidding.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Dude, Zach Moss is having a game of his life.
Been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to.
Definitely not.
Guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
From the 13 now, they
no,
work on 1st and 10.
That would mean that him and Randy Moss would be related,
They'll try
which
to
they're not.
Here with Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Santana Moss, maybe.
Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play.
I'm going to go with a no on that
the
one,
ball carrier.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. This is Rager with it on the crossing pattern.
Dude.
And the Ravens
Tyler said something
first and
this
goal as he's
bullshit.
tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a
What?
They'll run with Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
He was down. That better get reversed. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, good.
No way!
Set up here.
No way.
Yes. I just got a kickoff return touchdown. Those feel amazing. Huge momentum boost too.
That was a special return.
Yeah, that too.
And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach.
I just had the biggest lag. Oh my
Let's
lord.
be honest, a lot
That
of times
really
they
sucked.
bring it out of the end zone like he did there. They don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules.
No! Just threw an interception. He's going to return it probably
Happy to do so there.
for a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Damn it. Oh, that was just a really bad throw.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Oh, pick the ball up!
That helps the
There we go.
Wow,
I think
10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here.
I mean, I'm okay with the sack. I mean, I prefer the touchdown.
Jackson now. throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out, and so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give it to Patterson. And he's got room. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him. As
no!
This first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Damn it.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw.
No.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I hate that shit.
Touchdown. Brian Edwards. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Sorry, Dougie.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think
it's just the playoff race. It's insanely close.
They feel more confident that they have found their guy.
And that's a pretty big loss. Yeah.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the... The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively.
That's game.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
I'm the 7th seed right
as the
now.
clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Carter was in the 6th seed
From the gun, it's
when I
Jackson.
looked at the playoff team.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Oh, man, that was close.
I mean, you
the
could have
opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, if that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh, just kidding. Yeah,
he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared.
And I play Carter. I think what next? Advance?
4th down.
Advance after.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it off on one throw right there.
And how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Yeah, and he won.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3.
That should be.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, for them, a pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Venus.
To throw is Jackson.
Yeah, not my fault.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
I'm just kidding. That'll actually probably make it to where people will watch E's gameplay and something suspicious is up, like we've been suspecting.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago,
there's
they looked like they were
is that a
headed towards the end
UFO?
zone.
It's a UFO. What the hell?
Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find it.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw into the hands of London. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
You're excused. Jerk.
He'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
Yeah.
So 5 yards.
Yeah, I know people that have been murdered for much less.
Here's Bradley Pena now. As he'll kick it
That's just good sense right there.
That doesn't mean that not in real life I don't know them. I'm just TV shows.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
No, he missed the last 2 games because he was out of town for a wedding.
Yeah, so I played his CPU.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Yeah.
Now it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner.
Mike, stop ignoring your friends.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Appropriate.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield,
right, fellas,
how do you account for
I got to
him?
get off for a little bit.
Occasionally, you start to
I got to go eat dinner.
Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Because he's old. Wait, actually, Carter, you don't work tomorrow.
Back at the 36. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie.
Yeah, but that means you can stay on later than usual.
I think this offense, specifically this running game,
don't act like you stick to a schedule.
Because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
That's not legal.
2nd and 13. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad.
That's not legal.
And he's going to be out of bounds.
Nope,
right
not legal.
Not
legal.
Just
kidding, totally legal.
First down,
all right, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye, all. I love each of you.
Love you too, buddy.
Back to throw. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I'm up with
touchdown, Falcons!
Tally wants to know if you've watched the new House of Dragons
touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
He gave me some attitude.
And that is off the
he goes, how could I? I've been talking to you guys for the last hour. It just came out. Have you seen it? No, she hasn't seen it either. Just so we're clear. She said be better at multitasking.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll go with the option. Coming right. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized.
Hold on, you're quiet compared to my game volume. 1 second.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because
that sounds about
another
what I would
and took away
guess.
a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Who knows, honestly.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Green Jack. Yellow. Flag 2.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go play action with Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Jackson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, this game was decided a while ago. That completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he is out of bounds here. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Jackson's going to keep it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Hello.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they will take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.